Well, welcome everyone to CS4264 Principles of Computer Security. I'm your instructor, Professor Daphne Yao. I'm a professor at Virginia Tech for almost 11 years. Having been in the CS department all the time, prior to moving to Virginia Tech, I was in New Jersey, Rutgers University. My TAs are Miles and Salman. Both of them are here. They will introduce themselves a little later. So this semester, we have this full virtual online asynchronous mode. Everything you need will be on Canvas. Make sure you get familiar with Canvas environment, all the video recordings of lectures, homework assignment, programming assignment, all the description will be there. And this is our office hour bingo card, bingo board that we have arranged ourselves so that we cover all 5 days of the week. Plenty of time for you to get in touch with us, ask questions, communicate via Zoom. All the information is on Canvas under syllabus. It's very important in COVID era, make sure you communicate. That's the key. Don't just learn by yourself. This is not a self-taught subject. You pay the tuition, we want you to get the most out of it. We are here to help. Don't be shy, don't hesitate, always reach out by email. And so we want to have our TAs. I'll give a quick introduction of some. Miles, you want to go ahead?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Miles France, and I'm a first-year PhD student working under Dr. Yao. Earlier, I graduated from University of Cincinnati with a bachelor's, and recently, as of this spring, I graduated with a master's at Virginia Tech under Dr. Yao again. And I'm excited about security, and I'm currently researching website enumeration and vulnerability detection.
You should call yourself third-year PhD student. I think that makes sense. Not first year.
Yeah, I get caught up with that a little bit.
All right, Salman.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. So I am Salman Ahmed. I'm a fourth-year PhD student. I'm working with Professor Daphne Yao. So my research area primarily focuses on system security. So as part of that research, I primarily try to identify security metrics and methodologies to quantify applications' attack surfaces to make them more secure and to gauge their security strength. And also I use those security metrics to apply different other domains such as cloud security. So I'll be happy to do this TA for these courses. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for helping with the course. Someone, by the way, just finished a high intensity remote IBM internship over the summer. Miles spent the whole summer working on his dissertation, so it's productive summer for both of them. Happy to have you on the team. We want to have office hours starting from week 2, so next week, but you can email us at any time. Don't hesitate. Just a very quick note from an older woman's perspective. For you, most of you are like in your early 20s. COVID seems like devastating, but it will get better. Before that, we had all kinds of bad things happening. Okay, we had World War I, World War II, flu pandemic in 1918, Black Death, which was the deadliest. It still is the so far in human history, the deadliest pandemic recorded in human history. This is what 700 years ago, and the virus bubonic plague bubonic plague is still around. In 2012, this little girl at the time is 7 years old to pick up a half-eaten squirrel and try to bury it and then got infected. Luckily, the residence doctor remembered from her textbook that there is such thing called Black Death and treated her successfully. So COVID will probably be with us forever and ever, but human race will prevail, and so have faith. And of course, you guys were born in very peaceful, happy times. Most of you, I would say, most of you. So you don't feel like this is the norm, but human will win the battle. Have faith and keep up the hope. So health, of course, is the first priority. Make sure you stay healthy. Course activity have a certain components, okay? And we try to design the course so that we give you multiple opportunities for you to do well. We have programming assignments takes 35% of the grade. This is probably one of the heaviest weighing factor of your final grade. Class projects, you can work in a group of 2, but it's perfectly fine to work by yourself. Multiple stages of the project, open-ending problem. You can do whatever you want as long as it's related to cybersecurity, it's fine. I want you to write summary of weekly lecture, and this is just a basic sanity check to make sure that you do watch the video, and because we do want to make sure that you learn. This is special time. That doesn't mean the learning should stop. 5-minute video presentation. This is a fun activity for you to pick a real world cyber incidents, cyber, data breach, hack, or a certain cyber security product, a defense product that you like, talk about it. You can work in a group of 2, upload a video via Canvas. We'll have more description when the assignment comes out, but start planning it. Start to get familiar with uploading video. You'll have to upload video about your final project as well. And this is the time, we will learn a bit more tricks about video, audio, and so on. No exam. In summary, programming assignment, written homeworks, and online quizzes are all individual work, must be completed on your own. 5-minute video presentation class project, you can work in a group of more than 2 people. Make sure that you submit on time, because we will impose late penalty. Reading is very important. We'll have references on the slides, and make sure you follow that. There's also an ebook in the library. Through VT Library, you may have to log in through VPN in order to download the whole book. But it's 400 pages, so it provides a good reference. It's rather complete. It has a focus on network security, but it also covers cryptography and so on, and basic security concepts. There's a introduction of computer security. This is co-written by my former PhD advisor, Roberto Tomasia at Brown University. And this is available, the hard copy is available in Newman. The ebook, the library is working on getting the access of the ebook access, but the hard copy is available. Make sure you wear a mask if you go in. Also, a lot of people don't say this. I want to encourage you to read technical news. Technical news is fun. And for example, last month, this guy who go by the nickname Hush Puppy was arrested. And apparently this is a high-profile cyber criminal intercepts a large amount wire transfer fund internationally, corrupting the international financial systems by sending phishing emails to people, social engineering emails to people who are about to make wire transfers, and tell them, hey, you're going to use this account to wire all your monies, down payment for your house purchase into this account. And so not very technical, but was very successful. For a long time, he stayed outside the US, and then people have no ways of getting to him. And suddenly he posted on Instagram a birthday cake. Apparently it's like had this Fendi high-end theme, luxury brand Fendi. And so people, investigators use the date of this post to figure out his date of birth, and then try to work with US Custom and identify his real name using his previous visa application. So it's a really fascinating in how investigators catch cyber crimes, and how things happen. And so read technical news. Just Google it, technical news, and a lot of things will come up. This is very important. Virginia Tech Honor Code. Undergraduate course, we follow Virginia Tech Undergraduate Honor Code. In particular, and it's all very basic concept. Don't cheat, don't copy, don't plagiarize. If it's individual assignment, work on your own. Working on your own doesn't mean you have no help. We're here to help, okay? You just have to find the right channel. Don't copy code, and there's not a lot of information for the ones that we, our assignments. And so don't waste too much time searching it online. Just do it, okay? I want you to recite recite with me this Hokie Pledge. Okay, if you're watching this video lecture at this point, I want you to open your mouth loudly and recite with me. TAs, could you recite with me as well? Turn on your microphone. You just have this a little bit of like harmony thing. 3, 2, 1. As a Hokie, I will conduct myself with honor and integrity at all times. I will not lie, cheat, or steal, nor will I accept the actions of those who do. Thank you. All right, so there's also a university honor code help sessions at the beginning of the semester. I also encourage you to take a look as well. There's also websites about describing the specific honor code. The link is on our syllabus on Canvas. We have 6 modules. The bulk of it is the first 5. The last 2 weeks, we'll talk about more advanced topics that covers everything from the previous modules. But then we'll describe the module initial basic concept individually, threat models, basic security concepts, CIA, AAA, software system security, OS security, memory protection, buffer overflow, what's going on there, basic cryptography elements. Not so much on the math. We'll talk about math, but really how to use them, right? So there are basic building blocks. So how to put them into protocol, how to put them into network communication protocol, and why the protocols are designed like that. And so you have to understand each building blocks, each crypto primitive with its security guarantee, and how to put the puzzles together. Network security, the most fun part, I would say the web security, which covers a lot of different elements. We'll have, if everything works out, we'll have 2 web security related programming assignment, one about cross-site request forgery, the other is about web tracking and cookies. So very exciting. I want you to don't worry too much. You're gonna learn, and we'll help you learn. But for now, start planning, right? So this 5-minute video presentation, you'll have plenty of time to do it, present read the material, prepare the PowerPoint presentation, but think about what, just Google it to think about what cyber incidents that you like to describe. It's okay if some of the groups describe the same thing, that's fine. You have your own taste. You have your own take on that particular incident, but you do provide when, what, who, how, right? If you want to explain this to a layperson, think about what information they should learn, what is a moral from that lesson. Record yourself, get familiar. You can record. Zoom allow you to record a lot of other software. The link below, which provides a lot of information, will also included in the assignment. It's very important that we learn from failures. Cyber defenders need to know how hackers work. Learning from failures is very important. Another to do right now you can start doing is to think your class project. We have short proposal. Proposal means you describe what you want to do. You sort of like a sales pitch, updates, and then at the end of our last week, give a short presentation. And this is also recording, so you have to get familiar with how to record, how to upload, and then you have a written final report. But I want you to think about what topics that you're interested in. Are you interested in like two-factor authentication? You're interested in, ransomware, right? So, and then this is a project. So I hope that you can do a little bit of hands-on work, not just reading, right? The other video is about reading. You report, you read. But here I want you to have a little bit of impact, right? So you say, okay, there's certain thing that I don't like about our current two-factor authentication. I want to change it a little bit, and so I make a small prototype. So that is what I hope the project can be. The amount of work, the depth, right? So you have a whole semester work on it. So plenty of time, and I want you to think a little bit big. Don't too specific, but then it cannot be too vague. So it take a little bit of time. This is also a good time for you to practice communication, right? So if you have to convince me that this is a worthy topic to work on, description of the progress, description of your accomplishment, and so it's very important. Cyber ethics, cybersecurity ethics, and professionalism. This is something that I want to talk about because we do learn a little bit of. We learn a lot of useful things from this class. It's very exciting. If you look at the syllabus, look at the topic, at the end of the semester, you're gonna be like a cybersecurity expert, right? So you're gonna know a lot of terminologies. A lot of people don't know, right? So, and then you may graduate from Virginia Tech, you go on to a job, and then people are like, so-and-so, you took this security course, you have to help us. We have this problem, we have this small startup company, how can we secure us? So there are a lot of decisions to be made based on your knowledge, and it's very important you don't hurt others. You make decisions that are for the greater good of the society, of the human race, of people. And so I want all of you to hold a high ethical standards. Use your knowledge, use your power wisely and correctly. One of this is some of you may heard during the COVID that there's a hospital owner who issued fake COVID-19 test. he would just not test anyone. He would say, oh, collect some money and say, oh, you don't have COVID. And this is very interesting. A lot of times that cybersecurity companies who claim to do scanning, monitoring, and so on, especially smaller companies, essentially they can do something similar. You don't have to do anything. You just say you're secure. A lot of times that people don't get hacked, the companies don't get hacked, and then you make money out of the collecting the service fees. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. You are your own boss. You need to have a high moral standard. Great power comes with great responsibilities, and this is the ultimate message I want to say. Don't do evil things. And a lot of times that you sort of is very, and in cybersecurity conferences, people start to realize that this as well. Okay, there's a lot of attack papers and people attack this and that, and then they don't disclose, and they publish paper. You have to have responsible disclosure, right? So you tell people, I find a bug in your system, please fix it before I publish this work, right? And also you don't hack people just to prove it that they are vulnerable. Okay, you cannot cause disruptions. Your research, your work cannot cause disruptions in other people's productivity. One of the, of course, the big, all of you have heard this Facebook's Cambridge Analytica scandal, where Facebook knowingly sold a lot of user information to this company called Cambridge Analytica, and then they also, I think reuse the data by other companies without the user's knowledge. And there's some user who consent to sharing the information, but end up Facebook collect a lot of the friends' information of this consented individual. The friends never agreed to sharing this information. And so at the Congress hearing at Capitol Hill, one of the lawmakers said to Mark Zuckerberg that, Mark Zuckerberg, you have all the money in the world. If the decision is yours, whether or not you want to protect the privacy of Facebook users. The minute you descend, you go back to Silicon Valley, you may hire very expensive lawyers who then descend on Capitol Hill and started lobbying, lobbyists, and then the Congress will probably pass very weak privacy laws in order to favor companies like you, in order to facilitate data sharing and so on. But you can also do the right thing. Okay, so essentially the lawmakers are somewhat relatively weak in terms of how much laws they can impose, and because the private companies is so powerful, so wealthy, and has a lot of influence, and this kind of dynamics exist in lots of parts of this country's laws and regulations. And so the decision, okay, how to make the decision, and many of you will become very successful down the road, and so it is your responsibility to do the right thing. 2 weekly lectures. This is my current plan. It will appear under Media Gallery on Canvas. You will receive notification once the videos are done. And this is all very new to us as well. Don't think that, oh, this person, how come she don't know how to do this? I'm also trying to figure this out. Okay, so in COVID area, everyone is a video producer. There will be also lab demos, videos uploaded by TAs. One paragraph weekly summary. This start from next week. Try to be brief, okay? And this is only very costly graded, completion and incomplete, and work individually. Use your own work. We have chat in the Piazza on Canvas, so we'll make sure we monitor it. Piazza is question and answering, so make sure you utilize it. Be professional on those social media, course social media. Make sure you don't bully, you don't share code, okay? We don't want you to like sabotage the homework by sharing your solution, and if that's the case, you know, obviously violation of the university laws, and so don't do it. And we hopefully we are able to smoothly sail through this course. But do come to us when you have help, when you need help. Finally, just have a productive semester. Things will maybe bumpy at the beginning, but it will be okay. Things will get better. But I'm just very excited to learn with you, and I'm very excited to see toward the end of semester how much you're going to learn, and this is a very exciting time. Anything, Miles and Salman, you'd like to add? No?
You covered it.
Okay, all right then. So so this is the first lecture in week 1. We'll just stop here. Thank you, everyone.